ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। This is the first time we are meeting or we have attended the camp before? ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੈਂਪ ਅਟੈਂਡ ਕੀਤਾ, ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ। ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਨਵੇਂ ਆਏ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰੀ? ਫਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ। ਹਾਂਜੀ। ਕਿਉਂ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰੀਏ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਛੱਡਿਆ ਸੀ, ਕਿ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਕਵਰ ਕਰੀਏ, ਹੈ ਨਾ? ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਸੀਰੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਪੂਰੀ, क्योंकि ये जी कहानी है द स्टोरी इज ऑफ द माइंड, जिस तरह भैन जी भी जिक्र कर रहे थे, एंड द स्टोरी ऑफ द माइंड इज सेम फॉर एवरीबडी. इट डज नॉट मैटर who you are, what color you have, what country you belong to, what religion you belong to, does not matter. ਮਨ ਦੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਹ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਮ ਹੈ. The mind is sometimes happy, mind is sometimes sad, mind has sometimes problems, mind wants to go out of the Gurdwara Sahib and play, wants to eat langar. Something is there always. ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਅੰਦਰ ਸਾਡੇ, ਜਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬੈਠਣ ਤੇ ਮਜਬੂਰ ਕਰ ਦੇਗੀ, ਵੈਸੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਹੈ. ਹਾਂ, ਲੰਗਰ ਹਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਬੜੇ ਛੇਤੀ ਬਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਵੀ ਕੈਨ ਸਿਟ ਇਨ ਦ ਲੰਗਰ ਹਾਲ ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਦ ਗੁੱਡ ਫੂਡ ਇਜ਼ ਦੇਅਰ, ਸਮੋਸੇ ਜਲੇਬੀਆਂ ਐਂਡ ਆਲ ਪੀਪਲ ਵਿਲ ਸਿਟ. ਬਟ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ. ਹਾਂ, ਇਫ ਦੇਰ ਆਰ ਗੁੱਡ ਕੀਰਤਨੀਆਸ ਦੈਨ ਪੀਪਲ ਕੈਨ ਸਿਟ. ਵਟ ਇਜ਼ ਦੇਅਰ? ਚੀਜ਼ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ? ਮਨ ਬਣਿਆ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ? Who made the mind? Before even we go there, there's a common question which I always ask. Who are we? ਅਸੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਕੌਣ ਆ? Are we this body? To the kids, question to the kids, focus here, kids. Are we this physical body? Are we this mind? Or are we the soul? Kids, are we this physical body? Are we this mind? Or are we the soul? What are we? Soul? Have you seen the soul? So then how come you are the soul? ਇਹ ਸੇਮ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਜੀ ਵੱਡਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ. ਆਪਾਂ ਸਰੀਰ ਆ, ਆਪਾਂ ਮਨ ਆ, ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਤਮਾ ਵਾਂ? ਕੰਬੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ? ਹੂ ਸੈਡ ਦ ਕੰਬੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਪਲੀਜ਼? ਹਾਂਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ. ਅੱਗੇ ਇੱਧਰ ਆ ਜਾਓ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਾਰੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਲ ਹੀ ਆ ਜਾਓ ਸਾਰੇ. We are not many here, so please come close. Because ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਣੀ, ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਮ ਹੈ. ਇਹ ਨਾ ਸੋਚਣਾ that I'm sitting on the stage that my story is different. We all have the same story, right? ਹਾਂਜੀ, combination. नहीं नहीं ठीक है. There is first thing, there is no right or wrong answer here. Again, I will repeat the question. Are we the physical body? Are we the mind? Or are we the soul? Or are we something else? There's no right or wrong answer. Hanji, Pai Sahib ne kya? He said we are a combination of all the three things. All the three things. Anybody has a different answer? No different answer? Okay. If you know the answer also, you should speak. Don't say that I know the answer, but I'm not going to say. Because Sangat Maharaj ne na gal ਕੀਤੀ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. Who is our Guru? First of all, let's be very clear. Who is our Guru? ਧੰਨ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ. ਆਓ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਹੀ ਲਈਏ ਸਾਰੇ. Let's read it together. And this is very important thing, important message, that Gurbani, this word, this Shabad, is the Guru, is the teacher, the ultimate teacher. That's why we call it a Satguru, because it never lies. ਧੰਨ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ is an autobiography of all the Gurmukhs, of all the saints, of all the Sikhs, students who have merged in one divine. So what they are writing out there is for us to follow their footsteps so that we can also merge in one Vaheguru. That's why we call it Gurbani, the word of Guru. Gur Shabad, right? Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani, which Bani Amrit Sare. Aao pad li sare. Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani, which Bani Amrit Sare. Gurbani kahe, सेवक जन मन परतख गुरु निस्तारे. Whatever Gurbani tells us, if we will do that practically, we matha take, we bow our head in front of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, but do we actually believe in Gurbani? Believing is not that, okay, I told you to believe in Gurbani, you should start believing it. That's why Maharaj says, Gurbani kahe sevak jan mane. Whatever Gurbani is telling you, you try to do that practically, not just reading the scriptures, not just reading it. Reading is very important, memorizing it is very important. But when you are in a school, right? And if you are studying something, or let's say, which games you are interested, which sports you're interested in, anybody? Yeah. Basketball, okay. What about you? Swimming, okay. What about you? Sorry? Soccer? Okay. So now let's say we talk about basketball first, or a soccer, or a swimming, whatever. Now, if I give you a book and if I tell you what you have to do is you have to go in the water and you have to, swimming, let's say, you have to go in the water, and that's how these are the various techniques. You have to move your hands, move your legs, and that's how you're going to swim. Now, if you read it, now listen, so who is a swimmer? Swimmer is here, right? Now, if you are going if you're not going in the pool and just reading about it, can you swim? Exactly. Same is about the Gurbani. The only difference is this is the game of the mind. We have to understand how our mind works. When we will listen to Guru and we will do what Guru is telling us to do, then only we can believe in Guru. Oh, that's right. But if we keep on reading, another example, let's say if I tell you how to make a tea, you say, okay, to make a tea, I have to boil a water, I have to put a tea leaves. If it is an Indian chai or an Indian tea, then you have to put a milk and a sugar. Now, what if you're just doing it, if you're just reading it, but not exactly going in the kitchen and making a tea? Can you make a tea? Exactly. Then the half knowledge, right? Meaning we know that this is right, but we don't exactly know because we have not tried to do these things, right? Now, other aspect, you go to the school and your teacher says, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal. But if you still do it, then also there's no benefit, right? So this is a story of a mind. Who are we? Let's eliminate that first. Is body going to stay with us forever? This physical body, is it going to stay with us forever? No, right? Because this physical body is going to perish. Everything we touch, let's say this computer, this phone, this physical body, it is going to perish one day. It's going to be destroyed one day. Something which is not permanent, something which is temporary, just like our physical body, how can we? So, for example, right now, what I'm saying, just focus on these words. I have this body. Then who is I? If I have this body, then who am I? Right? That's why in Gurbani, put 2 minutes. That's why in Gurbani, Maharaj says this body is given to a mind. And mind, body has multiple things. It has Atma, it has mind, but it is given to the mind. Pai Prapat Manukh Dehuriya Gobind Milan ki eh teri bariya avar kaj tere kite na kam milsad sangat paj keval naam. What does that mean? That this body, Dehuriya is the body, that this body is given to this mind. Now, if the body is removed, the mind is still going to be there. मन ने फिर भी रहना है. Mind is never going to perish. Mind can merge in the divine because that's a real form of, but that's a separate issue. Now let's talk about this game of mind. Now are we convinced that we are a mind? ठीक है जी? We are the mind. Now let's say we start from here, and mind is not physical. Mind is not a brain. Because if we are talking about mind as a brain, brain is also physical. Brain is also physical. Depending upon a tradition, depending upon a religion, depending upon a culture, when somebody dies, either they bury the body or they cremate the body, right? Or they put it in the water. But at the end of the day, the body is going to perish. So if we think we are a brain, the brain is also going to be no longer there because it's also physical, right? So now we established that mind is something which is not physical, body is physical. So how can we know, how can we understand something which is not physical? For that, we have to first understand how this physical body is made, how this mind is made. The lecture was actually totally different, but it's okay. Yeah, very good. Everything was made from Vaheguru, God, Allah, Ram, Jesus, whatever you want to say, a divine. It's one and the same thing. Depending upon a culture, we use these words. So I prefer to call it divine, right? Whatever you want to say, because every culture has a different name. But who has given these names? No, human beings. Human beings have given these names. Why we prefer to call Vahguru or Vaheguru? The meaning is the ultimate guru, the ultimate teacher. That's why we call it Vaheguru, because that teacher who is, for example, in Gurbani we say, Rajan ke Raja, Maharajan ke Maharaja. He's kings of king. Nobody is beyond him. He's the ultimate one. But again, these are the words. I'm speaking in English. In Gurbani, there are many languages. The scripture is Gurmukhi, but there are many languages out there. But at the end of the day, we have to understand the whole process from where the mind came, who created it. Just like you said, mind was created by Vaheguru. Now you have something on top of your screen in the blue color, which is a symbol, which is a sign. Can anybody read it? On the top left? It's not showing? No, it is showing. Yeah, top left. It's Ik Oankar. Ik means, okay, first tell me who will give me the meaning of Ik Oankar? Hanji. One God? Hanji. Very nice, very nice. Any other answer? Same answer? Hanji Put. That's further. Yes, that is also fine. What is Ik Oankar? Ik means one, right? ਕਹਾਣੀ ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਕਹਿਤਾ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਤੇ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਇੱਕ ਹੀ ਹੈ he's the only one. He's not two, he's not three, he's not four, he's not five. That divine is one. The sound which is coming out of that one is called Ong. In science, we read Big Bang Theory. There was a Big Bang which created the whole universe. And Kar is the creation. Ik Onkar, that vibration, that sound which came from the one, created the whole universe. Kita pasao, eko kuao, tiste hoye, lakh dariyao. That's why if you will see the sign here, it is not Uda. The sign after one, it is not Uda, it is Onkar. Sorry, I have to put okay, right. It's not Uda. It has a opening on the top. Why you know why there is an opening? Anybody can tell me why there is an opening? Because sometimes these days it's all messed up, right? So there is a movement which is going on in Punjab and Amritsar. I saw that what is the right way to ride the Konkar? Because it's very important. Some people, they close it and all. Because the universe, now even science is saying there are multiple universes. It's not only one universe. There are multiple parallel universes. It's not only one Earth, there are multiple Earths, multiple galaxies, multiple moons, multiple suns, multiple planets. It's not just one. Life is not just existent in this planet, life is there in many planets, in many universes. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji told us, Patala Patal, Lak Akasakas, Udak Udak Pal Thake, Ved ਕਹਿਨ ਇੱਕ ਬਾਤ ਸਹਿ 18 ਕਹਿਨ ਕਤੇਬਾ ਅਸਲੂ ਇੱਕ ਧਾਤ ਲੇਖਾ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ ਲਿਖੀਏ ਲੇਖੇ ਹੋਏ ਵਿਨਾਸ਼ ਨਾਨਕ ਵੱਡਾ ਆਖੀਏ ਆਪੇ ਜਾਣੇ ਆਪ meaning that there are many universes, countless. Lekha hoye ta likhiye. If I can count, I will give you the number. That these are the number of universes, these are the number of earths, these are the number of planets. Yes, when we were growing up, and people can relate who are of my age, we studied in a science there are 9 planets. How many planets are there now? Still 9? 14? You don't know the name, we can discuss. What I'm trying to say is, you're right, you probably are right, I don't know. But science is evolving. Science is evolving. It may be true right now, they may say something else today, tomorrow they will say something else. But you can experience yourself. You can experience yourself, all these planets. Now one will say, how will we experience? We would need a rocket or something to go to the space. No, you don't need it. You need a rocket to go to the space if you are going on a physical body. Okay, let's do one experiment right now. Everybody close your eyes. All right. Now think about your favorite place on this earth. Think about the favorite place. Are you thinking, everybody? Let's say Darbar Sahib, Amritsar, or whatever place it is. Now just go inside that place, or just open the door out there, or just go to the steps, see the steps out there, go there. But while closing your eyes, just think about it. Just imagination. Imagine it that you're going there. All right. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. You can open your eyes. We're not gonna. Did you went somewhere? Where? Which Gurdwara? Same Gurdwara? All right. All right. Anybody has a specific answer? Hanji Put? Huh? It's louder. Pool. Very nice. That's fine. Hanji. Oh, Times Square. Okay. All right. Hanji. Last one. Hanji bolo. Sorry. Oh, nice. Nice. All right. So Times Square. Did you actually go there? But you were sitting here. How you went to Times Square? You were thinking about it. Very good answer. How about you? How you went there? Imagining, right? Now, just think about this while sitting here, because you still had a connection with the physical body, you went there by just imagining. What about the dreams in the night? Do you know where you are physically? Now you knew, right now you knew that you were sitting in the Gurdwara right now. But when you take a dream in the night, ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੁਪਨਾ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ, do we know where we are at that time? Exactly. Where is your physical body? We don't even know who is sleeping next to us. Meaning it has directly to do something with our mind, with our consciousness. Now, why do we don't know? Because we are unconscious. You know, see, Punjabi ਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੁੱਤੇ ਪਏ ਹਾਂ, we are sleeping. Our mind is also sleeping. If there is a way to wake up our mind, we would actually know that we are at that place, but my physical body is behind. And there is a way to do that. There is a way to do that. Your physical body will be there. You will no longer be imagining. Right now, you were imagining, but you will no longer be imagining. You will no longer be thinking. You will be actually leaving your physical body and going at that place. And that is what we are here to discuss today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow. And we have to learn, not just learn, we have to do practical of how to leave our body and go where we will discuss. Now that proves mind is not something which is physical. And you can go anywhere in this world by leaving this physical body, by leaving this physical realm. ਇਹੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿੱਖਣਾ ਹੈ. This is what we have to learn. But to do that, okay, when you were imagining, were you having only one thought or multiple thoughts, other thoughts also? Some other thoughts also, right? Sometimes other, right? So now, Guru Sahib says, Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, आई पंथी सगल जमाती मन जीतै जग जीत. What is Panth? Panth is the rasta. It is the way. It is a path. Panth, path, same thing. Ai Panthi Sagal Jamati. We all are class fellows. We all are class. And who is our teacher? Who is our guru? Tanjiri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Right? Ai Panthi Sagal Jamati. Jamati is class fellow. Man jeeta jag jeet. If you will win your mind, you will win the world. What does that mean? How to win the mind? By making sure my focus, my consciousness, my mind is no longer sleeping, my mind is no longer wandering with so many different thoughts. Because the moment, whatever thought you will take, for example, if I tell you to think about the Gurdwara or think about your school, you might not be thinking about your school. You might be thinking about Times Square or something, right? Meaning, whatever your mind is dictating you, you are going there. What food do you like? Pizza? Spaghetti? What else? Chole bhature, है ना? All right. हाँ जी पुत्र. Huh? I can't hear you. Speak louder. All right. Whatever it is, I didn't heard, but I agree. Whatever it. Huh? Cake outside. All right. This is some special cake, right? So what I'm saying is now, if you are hungry, what is going to happen? Your mind is going to go there, right? That's where your mind is. You might be sitting here in the Gurdwara, but your mind is eating the cake or eating the pizza or eating the chole bhature, right? If you're hungry. Similarly, if somebody has a toll outside and they are playing the toll or a guitar or an orchestra or whatever it is, our mind will go out from our ears. When we see something, now I'm seeing at the door, my mind is going there. If I'm looking at somebody, my mind is going there. Mind is always leaving the body. The first thing mind do is, if you have eyes, mind will use these eyes to leave the body. And Gurbani tells us, Man mein jot, jot mein manua. Wherever, meaning we don't have a control of our mind. The first thing in this path, if you want to learn, if you want to go to different realms, if you want to go to different galaxies, different universes, or wherever you want to go, the first thing is to make sure you have a focus. Your focus is very clear. And to make sure our focus is there, we have to kill our thoughts, multiple thoughts. The easiest way is going from multiple thoughts to one thought. And then from 1 to 0. Now, when we were doing Simran meditation, it's very different than other meditations. Normally, meditations are you focus on your breath. The breath which is going in, you focus there. The breath which is coming out, you focus there. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave us the Simran meditation. Now, if I'm doing why, guru, why, guru, why, guru, now I'm chanting something, but my mind is still taking the thoughts, what good it is? No benefit. Mm. We'll talk with very good. We'll talk. Okay? That's why Maharaj tells us, Gaviye, Suniye, Man Rakhiye, Pao. Same technique is for the Gurbani. Same technique is for Simran. Same technique is for the Kirtan. Whatever you are chanting, you are listening. If you are not listening, your mind is somewhere else. Same thing in the school also. When teacher is teaching something, and if we are not listening, our mind is somewhere else. So Maharaj says, Gaviye, chanting, Suniye, listening, Man rakhiye pao. The third thing is very important. Without that, nothing is going to happen. Then everything is going to become a mechanical. Man rakhiye pao, as in the love. Pao is love. There are two words in Gurbani which is used, pao and pao. Pao is fear. Pao is love. Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye pao. So whatever we are chanting, we have to, with the love, we have to listen. What is the next line? Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye pao. What is the next line? Huh? Slowly and loud. Dukh par har sukh kar le jai. Do you know the meaning of this? What is dukh? Dukh is pain. Dukh is pain. All the pains will go away. Physical pain can go away very fast. Maybe you take a pain medicine or something, but mental pain is very difficult. That mental pain is our thoughts. Maharaj says, Dukh par har sukh kar le jai. The dukh will fly away and the sukh will come. Sukh is peace. Peace will come. Shanti aayegi. Sukh aayega. Kar le jai. Kar means our house. Can they bring the sukh in your house? And we'll talk about the house also. There are multiple definition of house. When you talk about your house, probably you're talking about your home, which is made out of a bricks and concrete and whatnot, or a wood or something. But Maharaj ne kar de vakri gal kiti. We'll go there later. So idea is the meditation, the Simran is only going to work ਜਿੰਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੱਕ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਪਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਜਦੋਂ when we chant we have to listen with love. Let's do it for 5 minutes, everybody, and we have to do continuous, no breaks in between. Everything in this life is continuous. Now if this fan is moving, now let's say if I switch off the fan and then again switch on the fan, switch off the fan, switch on the fan, it has to go continuous. Everything has to be continuous, no breaks in between. Okay, everybody comes in like front if you can. More front. You also come. Yeah. Come in front. So there is a way to do a Simran. We read right now, Gaviye, Suniye, Man Rakhiye Pao. But we have to be more careful about it. What is more clarity in there? We have to say Wah or Wahe, one and the same thing. In Gurbani, it is either a Syari or a Mukta, means Va Kakka Haha or Va Kakka Haha Syari. There is no Va, Hahe and Lam. There is no Wahe. Either it's Va or Wahe. Right? and Guru. Now, since we have to listen, we will put a break in there. Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru. And to synchronize yourself so that every breath because it has to be continuous. What we have to do is, the easier way is, we put the tummy in. You have seen the Vajja, right? Who was playing the Vajja right now? Who was playing the Vajja? Okay, whosoever was playing. We put the Vajja in, Vajja out. We have to make our tummy also Vajja. Vajja Pavana Vajaya. We have to make it a Vajja. Va, little bit tummy in, Guru, tummy out. And we have to listen to our own voice. And the first most important thing is, we don't have to feel shy about it. We have to chant loud so that we can hear our own voice. We can listen to our own voice. Aao ji, shuru kariye. Let's start. Va, guru, va, guru, va, guru, va, guru, guru, va, 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 guru. Close your eyes. Guru, va, 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 guru. Everybody chant. Guru, va, 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 guru. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Now, when you're chanting, there will be the time where your focus will still go out. Your mind will still go out. And there will be the time when you will be listening to your own voice. What we have to make sure, we listen to our own voice. Mind goes out, does not matter. Bring the mind back in. It goes out, bring that mind in. When continuously your mind will start listening to your own voice, things are going to change. Your mind is going to go in peace. Hanji Put.
Get rid of my thoughts talking to me, because then, like, whenever they come, I speak loud, so they go away.
Very good, very good. That's good, but in the Sangat, we don't use our own pace. In the Sangat, we do with the pace of the Sangat, the way Sangat is doing. At home, when you're doing it alone, you can do as the way you want to. Hanji Put. We'll discuss later, okay? Everything we'll talk, okay? So we have to maintain a continuation. So where we are staying here in this world, this realm is also called Khand in Gurbani. It is also called Khand. This is so amazing because some people think that the Khand is just a state of mind, and they're not wrong. They're right. But then there are some people who think that the Khands are some places. They're wrong when they say it is a physical place, because there is only one physical realm. When I say one, in one there are multiple. Just like on earth, we have multiple countries. Similarly, in the Taram Khand, which is the first Khand Gurbani talks about, there are multiple physical places, right? And Gurbani tells us, and we'll talk about it. But remember, Taram Khand is the last Khand, or if we are sitting here, it is the first Khand. Khand is a realm, it's some spiritual place. It's a first place and a last place. Last place, if we are coming from the Sachkhand, if we are coming from the top, meaning when our mind was created. Who were we? Where was our mind first before we came in this physical body? Can anybody tell me? Hanji, are you sure? Confusion, right? Very good confusion. These are the questions you should think about it, and you should see why we ended up. Because if we were with Vaiguru, this is a very good question, right? If we were with Vaiguru, hold on for a second, Put. If we were with Vaiguru, then how come we ended up here in the last khand? Why did Vaiguru ji kicked us out from his house or something? How come we ended up here? And these are the questions which we should have, and we should ask Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, and Guru Granth Sahib Ji will answer us. Maharaj says in Gurbani that this is a game of karma. कर्मी आवे कपड़ा नदरी मोख द्वार कर्मी आपो अपनी के नेड़े के दूर. What does that mean? Based on the actions which we will do here, it will depend whether we progress from here or we sit back here, because animals also have mind, birds also have mind. Everybody has a mind. It's just a kapda. The cloth of a dog, of a bird, of an insect, of a bacteria, of a virus. It can be anything. We can be anything. But it all depends on our actions. If we are getting angry very soon, very fast, for small things, or if we have a nafrat, if we have a hate for somebody, let it be Donald Trump. I don't know, this is a Republican state. I should not say that, right? But whatever it is, forget about Donald Trump. Even with our fellow friends or somebody, we're going to stay here. We're not going to progress. We might do lot of Gurbani or Simran, because it depends on the karam, action, our thoughts. Based on our thoughts, we will progress. We have to make sure we have a control on our thoughts. We have to make sure our thoughts are pure, our thoughts are clean. There are three different kinds of high level. There are many kinds of thoughts, but high level, Gurbani says, Guru Amar Das Sache Pasha defines it very beautifully. There are three different kinds of thoughts. Maharaj says, Tehi guni sansar pram sutta sutya rain vihani, gur kirpa te se jan jage jin har man vasya bole amrit bani. And there are three different types of thoughts. One are Rajogun, second is Tamogun, third is Satogun. High level, Rajogun are the worldly thoughts. What worldly thoughts we have? Hopes, desires, wishes, anxiety, depression. These are the worldly thoughts which we have, which we all have, whether you are a kid or whether you are an adult. Because when we go to school, we might have a thought about, I didn't completed my homework, I didn't do my assignment, right? And if you are an adult, you might be worried about your work. So worries and all are rajogun, worldly thoughts. Then there are tamogun thoughts, dark thoughts. Dark thoughts are lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego. These are the dark thoughts. When we hate somebody, based on what kind of a thoughts you are taking at the last moment, at the end of the day, or in your whole life, that's how your mind is going to become. Either your mind is going to be a lusty mind, a greedy mind, an angry mind, and based on that, you are going to get a new kapda, a new cloth. If your mind is calm, is in peace, is quiet, is a loving mind who loves everybody, why we have to love everybody? Can anybody tell me? Haji. Very good. Because the divine light of Vaheguru is in everybody. Divine light is in everybody. We read it every day. That's why the Gurbanis are there. Gurbanis are there. In the night we read Kirtan Suhela. And what we read in Kirtan Suhela? Sab mein jyot, jyot hai soe, tisde chanan, sab mein chanan hoye. That the light or the divine light is in everybody. Whether the person is black, whether the person is white, whether the person is Hindu, Muslim, Christian, whatsoever religion, that light is in everybody. But what is the bad part? Unfortunately, we look at the physical appearance of the person and we start judging that person. And if we keep on doing that, what is going to happen? We are going to stay in this dark world. And we will talk about high level. There are three dark worlds which have been talked about in Taramkhand. Three. Actually there are seven. It is called a Patal Lok. Patal Lok is, they call it, traditionally they call it under the earth, but it is not under the earth because earth is round, where under and up, it doesn't matter. Meaning you are going to, or we are going to stay in the lower species. We are going to become a bacteria. We are going to become a viruses. We are going to become whatever bad thing can happen. Just think about a life of a mosquito. What does a mosquito do? And then what happens? If you see a mosquito, what are you going to do? If you're going to see a mosquito biting and sucking your blood, what you're going to do? You're going to put your hand, and mosquito is going to be dead. That is the kind of pain we will end up. And who knows how many times. That's why we have to make sure our mind is progressing in the right way. That's why we have to, Maharaj calls this khand where we are staying right now, it Maharaj calls this Taram Khand. Anybody can tell me what is Taram? What is Taram? Adults, no more kids. Done. Taram. हाँ जी adults ਦੱਸੋ ਜੀ ਧਰਮ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜੀ? That's one way to say it. बड़ा सोहना आंसर है भी. That's a traditional way to say it, but religion is not a dharam. Because then there will be, okay, Christianity is better than Hinduism, Hinduism is better than Muslim, or Muslims are better than Sikhs, or whatever it is, right? Then there is a competition. But we are talking about the mind. Mind is same for everybody. Man सारें दा ही same है. It doesn't matter. Mind is not going to change if you are a Hindu or a Muslim. Yes, your thoughts are going to change. That's why in Gurbani, Maharaj has given the definition of Taram. Maharaj says, Sarab Taram mein Shresht Taram Har ko naam jap nirmal karam. That way of life which you're talking about has to be nirmal, has to be pure. That's the Taram. And that can, Maharaj says, it's not that, okay, today I am going to decide I am going to live a pure life without any problems. No, it will not happen. It is only going to happen Sarab Taram me Shresh Taram. What is the best Taram? What is the best religion of this world? Actually, Put, what's your name? You brought a very Prabnur. You know what the meaning of Prabnur? Beautiful. So Prabnur, there was a person who came to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, the fifth Nanak, fifth Guru. And he said that, he asked him, which religion is the best religion of this world? And then only he gave him this answer. He says the best religion, best taram is Sarab taram mein shresh taram. The best taram is Har ko naam jap. Meaning, when we remember Vaheguru, how we remember Vaheguru? Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye pao. If there is no love, we are not remembering. Even if we are doing Vaheguru, 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 that doesn't mean that we are tarmi. We have to love. When we are chanting, Gaviye suniye man rakhiye pao. Sarvani suniye, Sarvani means ears. Rasna gaiye, Rasna means tongue. Hirdete yesoy. With the heart, with the love, full love. If we are not doing it with the love, then chanting also does not matter. What good the chanting is, har har kare, nit kapat kamave, hirda shuddna hoi. That I'm doing Vaheguru, Har Har, Rama, Allah, Jesus, whatever I'm doing. But then I'm frauding people, I'm looting people, I'm cheating people, I'm hating people, I'm stealing. Then there is no benefit. ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਪਟ ਨਿਤ ਕਪਟ ਕਮਾਵੇ ਹਿਰਦਾ ਸ਼ੁੱਧਾ then your mind will never go pure. You will not be pure-hearted person. So that's why Gurbani's Gyan is very important. Whatever Gurbani is telling us, we have to implement. If Gurbani says no cheating, no stealing, no lying, it's kind of a chicken and egg problem. Whether a chicken came first or egg came first in this world. Some people will say chicken. It's a debate, right? That's why Maharaj said you have to do both. What you have to do both, meaning you have to chant, you have to take the Gyan of Gurbani, then only you are going to do Nirmal Karam, pure actions. If you don't have wisdom of Gurbani, and if you're just chanting, you're still not going to do a good wisdom because you don't have a wisdom then. If you're just chanting, you don't know why you're chanting. What is the purpose of chanting? And if you're reading the Gurbani, then you're not doing the practical. So theory and practical has to go together, just like we were talking about it. If you want to make a tea, you need to know how to make a tea, and you have to make a tea. Not just reading, oh, boil the water, put the tea leaves, put the milk and the sugar, and the tea is ready. But if you're not going in the kitchen and you're not doing it, tea will not be ready. You have to do both. That's why wisdom is very important. So taram is coming back. Taram is when we do a nirmal karam. The action is very important. The character is very important. And that's why, how can we do the pure karam, pure actions? Only in this khand, only in this realm. If we are not doing the good actions in this realm, if we're doing the bad actions, we are going to stay back in this realm. So that's why Maharaj says this is called a Taram Khand. Little bit of a description and we will continue in the evening. What is Taram Khand? The definition. What happens in Taram Khand? Rati Ruti, Thiti Var, Pavan Pani, Agni Patal. What is that? Rati Ruti, Thiti Var. In the Taram Khand, there will be the day, there will be the night, there will be the various season. Maybe some places there are 4 seasons, 3 seasons, 2 seasons, but there will be different seasons. There will be different dates, different calendar. The day is there. Meaning Taram Khand is bounded by time. Only Taram Khand is bounded by time. The moment you leave the Taram Khand, you are not subjected to the time. You are timeless. You are a timeless being. Time is not going to impact you. Because only physical body is subjected to the time. The moment you leave this physical body, you're not subjected to the time. Your mind is timeless. That's why Vaheguru is also called Akal, timeless, beyond time, beyond shape, beyond form, beyond color. Same is the story of our mind. But when we think about ourselves, and this is especially for the adults, especially of my age, 50 plus or 40s or something, when you think about yourself, when you close your eyes, for example, me, I'm a fat guy, right? When I'm thinking about myself, am I going to think about a fat person? Probably whenever I was in prime, when I was thin, like Paisa, right? Something like that, right? Appa ikko jahi hain, hai na? But you look good, man. Anyway, you look good. What I'm saying is, same thing. This is the mind which is creating an illusion. It is an illusion. The way we look, the way we see ourselves or others, it's illusion. It's not permanent. Mind is stuck in illusion. Mind is stuck in a matrix. Mind is stuck in a Maya. Mind is stuck in a Trigun Maya. The worldly thoughts, the dark thoughts, and the higher thoughts. When we do something good to somebody, we say, oh, I did a good thing today, and we feel happy. But we forget that am I, who am I to do a good thing to somebody? For example, there is a homeless person. If I give something to the homeless person, can I do something for a homeless person? A question. Backbenchers. A question. When you give something to the homeless person, when you do a seva to you, with the sorry, Put, I don't know your name, the white patka. You're doing good? How do you know that you're doing good? No, so you're right. So what you said that you're doing good. But when the moment we say I did it, that's where the problem comes. You did good. You helped a homeless person. You gave them food. You gave them clothing. It is good. But the moment we say I did it, that's where the problem comes. Why there is a problem, I'll tell you right now. Can you take your breaths? Can you breathe on your own? You can? No, it's okay. You don't have to answer for him. Let him answer. Breathing is an involuntary practice, isn't it? Right? Especially for everybody. What happened in COVID? COVID the time तक की होया सी लोकां कोल श्वास ही नहीं सी आ रहे. Everybody was going to the hospital to get a ventilator or oxygen so that they can breathe. Because Vaiguru is giving us the swas. The moment the swas are gonna be done, the breath is no longer gonna be there, we're gonna die. We don't have a control on our breath. Similarly, we cannot help anybody. It is just the kirpa, the Gur Prasad, which can help us, enable us to do the seva. That's why Gurbani says, Kabir, na hum kiya, na karenge, na kar sake sharir. I cannot do anything on my own. It's a kirpa. Kirpa is grace. Kirpa is blessing. When we do something good, it is a grace. Similarly, when we do something bad also, it is not in our controls also. Because inside us, we have 5 thieves. These 5 thieves are lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego, and they keep on changing their forms. There are 5 thieves: lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego. And the moment I will do the seva outside and help a homeless person, the ego will come. Oh, I did something good. Oh, I come to the Gurdwara Sahib every Sunday. I do Langar Seva. I do cleaning Seva. I do Simran. I do Kirtan. I read Gurbani. I do Chaur Sahib Seva. That ego will come. And then Pai Sahib right now, if he's doing regularly and if he has an ego of doing a Chaur Sahib Seva, and somebody will come to him, you know what is going to happen? He's going to say, no, 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 no. It's my time to do this Seva. It's not your time. ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਏਦਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਮੇਰੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਹੈ ਸੁਖਮਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਪੜਨ ਦੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਹੈ ਬੀਬੀਆਂ ਲੜ ਪੈਂਦੀਆਂ ਆਪਸ ਚ not all ਬੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਲੜਦੇ ਆ ਸਿਰਫ ਬੀਬੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ but this happens. So we were trying to do a good thing, but we ended up doing something worse, something bad. And this is what we have to learn. We have to observe our thoughts, and we have to take an action before we actually go behind our thoughts. We know this bad thought can come, and that's the whole nature. That's how we have to purify our mind from multiple thoughts to one thought And the one thought to zero thought, the moment you go to the zero thoughts, you're free from the clutches of illusion. You're free from the clutches of this physical body. You can go anywhere in this universe. And that's what the teaching of Gurbani is. Moya jitkar jaiye, tit jeevtya mar mar. And where you have to go after the death, learn how to go there while you are alive. Jindiya ji sikh honu. What has to die? Our ego has to die. Our lust has to die. Our greed has to die. Our anger has to die. Our attachment has to die. Now, if the two kids are fighting with each other, arguing with each other, let's say my daughter and maybe let's say Panji's daughter, they are arguing, just a hypothetical situation. They are arguing with each other. What's going to happen? I'm going to say, oh, it's my daughter who is right. She's going to say, no, no, my daughter is right. Why is that? Because we have more, we don't have pyar. We have more. More is attachment. We are so much attached to our kids. We are so much attached to our parents, our wife. Maharaj says, love, but don't be attached. ਇਹ ਕੁਟੰਬ ਤੁਝੇ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਚੱਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਸਾਥ ਤੇਰੇ ਚੱਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਿਸ ਨਾਲ ਕਿਉਂ ਚਿਤ ਲਾਈਏ ਕਿਉਂ why ऐसा काम मूले ना कीजिए जितंत पछताइए ਕਹਿੰਦੇ this family which you see ਇਹ ਕੁਟੰਬ ਤੁਝੇ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਚੱਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲੇ they are not going to go with you ultimately we have to leave this physical body they are not going to go with you ਇਹ ਕੁਟੰਬ ਤੁਝੇ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਚੱਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਸਾਥ ਤੇਰੇ ਚੱਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਿਸ ਨਾਲ ਕਿਉਂ ਚਿਤ ਲਾਈਏ why you are so much attached with them don't do something where you are going to repent at the end you're going to say oh, why I did that whole life and this is what is happening in Punjab sorry to say but that's a reality everybody wanted a son nobody wanted a daughter there ਸਾਰੇ ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ now you know what is happening I don't have to tell you ਮੁੰਡੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਡਰੱਗ ਲੈਣ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਸਾਰੇ and the parents who used to say we don't want girls and the girls are the only one who are helping their parents because ਸਾਡੀ ਸਮਝ ਨੂੰ ਨਾ we have adopted a Punjabi culture but not a Gurmat culture there's a difference between the two things ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਾਣ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਆ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਾਣ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰੂਆਂ ਦੇ ਪੀਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਤੋਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਬਟ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਉਹ ਮਾਣ ਹੋਏਗਾ then only we will be proud if we will follow the Gurbani any munda chaida munda chaida munda chaida I want only son and then son is going to give you a thenga is going to show you a thumb you do whatever you want to do I want to do whatever I want to do that's why Maharaj tells in Gurbani don't be attached so much and the only way to go in peace to be happy is when we will understand who we are. Maharaj says who you are. मन तू जोत स्वरूप है अपना मूल पहचान. Oh mind, you are a divine light. Recognize yourself. You are not this physical body. You are not this physical body. You are a divine light. And when the moment we will understand that we are divine light, we are not this physical body and not just understand, we will experience it. We will experience that divine. We will experience that Vaiguru's Jyot, because that is there in everybody. And not within ourselves, we will see that Jyot, that divine in everybody. Things are going to change. Then we will progress from Taram Khand to Gyan Khand. We'll discuss more on the Taram Khand, but let's understand how to make our mind pure, how to make our mind a divine light. The first step is to clean the filth of the mind. Every day, we take a shower. Everybody took a shower today? I don't know if everybody did. I don't know even if I did, right? So, but let's assume we all take a shower every day. But shower, we are washing our physical body. What about the mind? Mind is ganda, filthy all the time. And we read it in Japji Sahib. Pariye hath pair tan de, pani tote utras khe, moot pliti kapad hoye, de sabun laiya toye. And if your body is dirty, pariye hath pair tan de, pani tote utras khe, you use of water to clean it. If your clothes are dirty with the urine and other stuff, other bad stuff, sweat, urine, whatever it is, you use a soap. ਪਰ ਇਹ ਮਤ ਪਾਪਾਂ ਕੇ ਸੰਗ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ but what about your mind? You have cleansed your body every day, you're cleaning it, you're cleaning your clothes, but what about your mat? What about your mind? ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਪਾਪ ਨੇ. There are sins. What are the sins? These thoughts, these lusty thoughts, greedy, anger, attachment, ego, all these thoughts which we have, are we washing our mind? ਪਰ ਇਹ ਮਤ ਪਾਪਾਂ ਕੇ ਸੰਗ ਉਹ ਧੋਪੇ ਨਾਵੇਂ ਕੇ ਰੰਗ, ਉਹ ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਧੁਪਣਾ ਹੈ। ਮਨ ਧੋਵੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਲਾਗੋ ਹਰਸ਼ ਰਹੋ ਚਿਤ ਲਾਏ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ the way is you connect with that ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। you who has to connect? Your chit, your mind has to connect. So when we are doing Simran, we have to make sure our mind is doing the Simran. And how we know our mind is doing? If our mind is listening to whatever we are chanting. Otherwise, we'll keep on chanting and mind will go somewhere else. So we have to make sure गाविए सुनिए मन रखिए पाओ। Chant from your tongue, listen from your ears with love. Then this filth, then we can wash our mind. Whatever time is left, let's do it. We have to say Wah, tummy in, listen to your voice. Guru, tummy out, listen to your voice. आओ जी शुरू करिए। Wah, Guru, close your eyes. Sit in a comfortable position. Guru, Vah, 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 Guru, Guru, Vah, 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 Guru, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹ ਰੇ 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 gre va 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 gre gre va 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 gre gre va gre va gre gre va 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰੂ bring this inside. Mind should chant, mind should listen. No sound should come out. Do it in the mind. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਹਮ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਭਰੇ ਏਕ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਾੜ ਬਿਖੈ ਬਿਖ ਖਾਈ। ਮਾਇਆ ਮੋਹ ਪਰਮ ਪੈ ਭੂਲੈ, ਸੁਤ ਦਾਰਾ ਸਿਉ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਲਗਾਈ। ਏਕ ਉਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਣਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ, ਤੈ ਮਿਲੰਤ ਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ। ਇਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਇਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਮੈਂ ਚੁੱਕਾ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ। I think it's a longer time Panji will announce.